Welcome back to Close Up on San Diego Business, where we get up close and personal with San Diego businesses and the key people that are working hard to make a difference in our community. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here on KFSD AM 1450 and financialnewsandtalk.com. Here we're back with our final guest of the day, Miss Jayla Siciliano from Bonafair. Welcome, Jayla.
Thank you.
So I always wanted to stop and never had anybody I could introduce as our mini Sharkette on the show.
She is.
so yeah.
And she's only mini in size, okay? She's
No.
actually large and in charge.
I would like to say I'm original in that one, but I stole it from her TV appearance the other week. So
Never going to live that one down.
Yeah, that's right. You never will. So, well, tell us a little bit about Bonafair, and we'll even get into your Shark Tank episode here shortly. But tell us what Bonafair is.
So Bonafair is a new premium wine spritzer. It's California wine, purified sparkling water, no sugar, no added preservatives, and it has electrolytes. So we just figured, why not? So 6.5% alcohol, a good lighter, refreshing option if you're not a beer drinker.
So we go from healthy water to healthy wine. Yeah. I like it.
It's still alcohol, not wheatgrass.
Starting
here.
So,
although there have been reports that have said that a little wine every day is actually good for the system, and I see Miss Stephanie down there nodding her head down there, associate producer Steph. Mm-hmm.
So how did you get started in Bonafair?
Well, I used to do product development and design for shoes and bags for 7 years, and I worked with Diesel Footwear and then Burton Snowboards. So both companies that definitely like to party. A lot of travel, a lot of sales meetings, fashion shows, that kind of thing. Everything had alcohol. And while I was at Diesel, I was teaching kickboxing at 6:30 in the mornings, and I've always been really active and health and fitness oriented. So as I started getting older, I couldn't really go out drinking and still wake up and function. So since I'm not a beer drinker, I started pouring soda water in my wine, and I found I could sip on that throughout the night and still feel good in the morning. So I kind of saw the market was very male dominated. I thought with my background, I could, create something that women would want without alienating men and kind of redefine the light wine category. Thought it would be super easy, of course. Had no idea what I was getting into. Quit my job way too early. Although then, once you quit your job, it's all ego and you just have to make it happen after that. So
that's true. That's true. So let's talk about your appearance on Shark Tank. Mm-hmm. So I love Shark Tank. I always have. So when I was trying to get Allie Grant from Be Social PR to help me with a couple of things. She says, no, I'm too busy. I've got this one of my clients on Shark Tank this week. I said, well, tell me who it is. So then I had to have her come on, bring you on here. But what caused you to call Shark Tank?
So when I first, quit my job, developed the product, quickly ran through all my own money, that kind of thing, credit cards, you name it. I raised some money from investors. It took me about a year to raise that money. And then we went to launch, and our first production run, we lost 90% of it, over $100,000, which was pretty devastating. So basically, I thought we were potentially going to have to close the doors. I didn't know what we were going to do. I couldn't find a new bottler. This is to keep it all natural and not add preservatives. It's kind of hard to find a bottler who could do that. So I spent about 6 months looking for a new bottler, and during that time, an advisor was like, you should just apply to Shark Tank, apply. And so I finally was like, okay, I'll apply. So I just sent an email with a video, and 4 months later got a call back. And that was February of 2013 that I sent the email in. Got a call back, had forgotten that I even applied. And then it was that following September that I actually filmed it. And then it just aired 2 weeks ago. So it's been about a 1.5-year process.
What an experience.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How intimidating was it? Because I love the show too. And those are some serious peeps there.
Yeah.
Not just the one who ended up investing in your company, but the whole panel of them. You got to feel really good about what you're standing behind in your product to go up to those people, right?
Oh yeah, it's intense for sure. I mean, I had pitched to a lot of investors, so I think that helped me out a little bit.
I think it helped you out a lot.
I
watched your interview there, and you had it together. There were a lot of people that don't.
Yeah, I think that probably helped me out quite a bit.
But the bad ones make for good TV, though, I have to say.
Yeah, well, let's save those.
Not good if you're actually there to get money.
Save that for America's Got Talent.
No, it is very, very intense. I did a lot of just visualizing. I do a lot of yoga. So when I went in there, I felt, I was like, this is an incredible opportunity. I'm just going to try to have fun with it. And, that fun ended about 2 seconds after I started talking and they started drilling me with questions. But it was pretty intense. And I was in there for about an hour. And the hardest part is they are all drilling questions at you at the same time. So you don't even know who to answer. So it's pretty tough, and it's all kind of a blur.
But while it is a reality show, it actually truly is an opportunity to have real investment dollars and a partner with someone. Because to me, I thought, oh, well, somebody goes in there and they maybe get a check written to them, but then that's really where the relationship ends. But that's not been the case for you.
No, and while I was going through the application process, I did a lot of research, and I realized this is a huge platform. It really does launch businesses. It helps fast forward them a couple of years. And a partner with any of the sharks is really, really beneficial. They are there to help you grow your company. And I can say Mark Cuban has been incredible to work with. He has a team of 8 people that I work with day to day that are dedicated to his Shark Tank companies. He's very involved. I still laugh every time I get an email from him because I'm like, Mark Cuban's emailing me. But I'm so thrilled with the partnership. I didn't know what to expect, and it's above and beyond what I thought it was going to be.
So where are you going from today on with the partners? Where are you going? You and the product.
So right now what we're focused on is kind of expanding at retail. We're only in Southern California right now in Whole Foods and Albertsons. We're talking to distributors in Texas. Obviously that I think will be a big market for us with Mark down there. And we're talking to a big distributor in New York for some large venues right there right now. So we're pretty excited about that opportunity. And also some online platforms. We're going to be doing a deal with Rue La La, which is a huge platform, and selling Bonafare on there that we're excited about, and a few other online opportunities as well. So
if you can have a spokesperson, it might get your target market, although everybody will probably want to love it, go for it, would be females. If you had a celebrity representative, who would you like?
Oh gosh, people ask me this all the time.
I know, I was told that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's really for someone who's a mom, career oriented. For some reason, Cameron Diaz always comes to mind. I don't even know if she has kids actually, but I know she's athletic. I just think she's cool. And
Jessica Alba would be fabulous.
Yeah,
too.
I think any of those
hot
ladies,
mama with
totally.
some kids who likes to take care of herself and likes something yummy. The packaging is fantastic. I got a picture if you're listening. I'm going to put it up on Facebook.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So you're listening to Close Up on San Diego Business here on KFSD AM 1450 and financialnewsandtalk.com. I'm your host, Barry Waxler, here with my co-hosts Andrea Kay and Urban Miaris, and our guest is Jayla Siciliano from Bonafare.
Now, you did this with Sauvignon Blanc. Any other varietals that you're going to be working with, or any other flavors, any of additional products to come out?
I started with Sauvignon Blanc because that's just my favorite wine. We actually have a Syrah that is a sparkling red, served chilled. It's great with a squeeze of orange in it. It's like a sangria without adding sugar. We have a Chardonnay developed, and the most exciting thing is we're coming out with an aluminum bottle this summer. Talking to BJ about their bottling and everything, it's such, you analyze all these different packaging options, and it seems like there is no perfect solution out there. But one thing we're finding, these glass bottles are incredibly heavy, and so we think aluminum is going to be great. One, from an environmental standpoint, it's lighter, and 2, it'll be great for poolside venues, which this product is perfect for. So we'll have those 3 varietals, and then the new packaging coming out this summer.
Wow.
Awesome. Am I going to be seeing them? What's that? Was the Houston Rockets? Is that what that team is down there in Houston?
Mavericks.
The Mavericks. You can tell I'm an NFL girl. Okay, I don't know nothing from basketball.
Out of New Orleans, you'd know who it was.
Well, probably. So, what's in terms of like events and different types of beyond retail? Any other ideas for
so the
placement?
kinds of things we've been doing, we've partnered with Rock and Roll Marathon, a lot of the yoga studios around town when they have events, Pilates studios. We do some kind of fashion, type stuff as well. But to me, it's really a product that's for people who like to drink but are health and fitness oriented. Mm-hmm. So any fitness events are ideal. So we like to partner up with companies and where there's something fitness oriented.
Where do you manufacture the product?
So everything is manufactured up in Lodi, California. All the wines, mostly from Paso Robles. And we keep everything comes from the U.S. and from California right now. So all of our materials and packaging.
So how fun you get to go around and taste wines.
I'm usually working. I wish I got to taste wine more often.
Oh, okay, that's a shame.
Unfortunately,
I'm sure you can find a way to mix that one in.
Yeah, I squeeze it in once in a while.
Well, we're starting to run short on time, so tell our listeners, how do they get a hold of you?
Our website would be the best spot, www.bonaffair.com, BONAFFAIR.com. We're right in Solana Beach, and we'd love to hear from you. We love hearing from people, especially around town. So that's where you can check us out.
I definitely want to take you down and introduce you. Ever been down to the Bay Club in Carmel Valley?
No.
Oh, that'd be a good one for you.
Oh, awesome.
That's an amazing facility there.
Beautiful facility, yeah.
People that take care of themselves and like to enjoy something yummy.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
I think I'll leverage our relationship and go do a live show down there and bring you down.
Yeah, and we could have samples.
That's right. That's
Very
right.
cool.
Speaking of samples,
definitely.
So we have about 30 seconds left. So tell our listeners, what else do we want to talk about from Bonaffair? What's coming? What are you doing? What's
in 30 seconds?
In 30 seconds or less. I would just say, if you're someone who likes to drink wine, maybe not a big beer drinker, definitely try it out. It's very light, but it's really crisp and refreshing. It doesn't have a sugary aftertaste or anything. It's also great mixed as a cocktail. We've made mojitos with it, mimosas. It's an awesome, with the long weekend coming up, you can get it at Whole Foods and Albertsons. And it's great for those afternoon barbecues when you might be drinking for extended hours at a time.
And don't drink and drive, though.
No, definitely not.
Well, we have a nice gift, a care package from our sponsors, and I definitely want to talk to you about having some of your stuff put in the care packages for our future guests.
Definitely, that'd be great.
But thanks for being with us. We will have more guests next week. You're listening to Close Up on San Diego Business, where we get up close and personal with San Diego businesses and the people that are working hard to make a difference in our community. I'm your host, Barry Waxler. This is financialnewsandtalk.com. We'll be back next week with more homegrown business Close Up. And all I can say is stay awesome, San Diego.